How would you feel if someone offered you a trip around the massive factory where they make thousands of your favorite bar soaps? Think of the machines whirring, the scents in the air, workers moving efficiently. Soap is more than just a cleaning product. It's essential for hygiene, health, and luxury. From washing hands to relaxing bubble baths, we can't just underestimate its role in our daily lives. But how do factories manage to produce 10,000 bars of soap every single day? Today, we will take you inside a high-output soap factory where we will uncover the entire process from A to Z. But before we hop in, ensure you wash your hands clean with some soap to prevent transmitting bacteria. For thousands of years, soap has been an essential part of human life. However, only a few people know where it all began. The earliest records of soap making can be traced back to around 2800 BC in ancient Mesopotamia, where people discovered that mixing animal fats with ashes created a substance that could clean skin and fabrics. Ancient Egyptians improved the process by adding vegetable oils and perfumes to make soap that served as a cleansing tool and a luxury item. The Romans also developed soap as they used it for personal hygiene, medicinal purposes, and even as a status symbol among the wealthy. Some historians believe the word soap originated from Mount Sapo, a place in Roman legend where rainwater, mixed with animal fat and ashes, formed a natural cleansing substance. While this story may be more myth than fact, the power of soap in daily life has never been questioned. For centuries, soap was a handmade product created in small batches by apothecaries and craftsmen. At the time, it was expensive and primarily used by the wealthy. However, everything changed during the Industrial Revolution. In the late 18th century, scientists made key discoveries that led to the mass production of soap. French chemist Nicolas Leblanc developed a method to create soda ash, a crucial ingredient in soap making. This process made the production faster and more affordable. Later, Michel Eugène Chevreul discovered the role of glycerin in the soap-making process, further improving efficiency. These advancements paved the way for large factories to replace small-scale soap manufacturing to make soap a necessity rather than a luxury. By the 19th century, companies like Procter & Gamble in the United States began producing soap in massive quantities by advertising its importance for hygiene and health. The shift from handmade soap to mass production changed the industry forever because it ensured that soap was accessible to nearly everyone. Modern soap factories can produce tens of thousands of bars daily, thanks to advanced machinery and automation. Unlike the early days when workers had to mix, pour, and cut soap by hand, factories now use high-speed mixers and perfect molds of different sizes and shapes. The best part is that the entire process, from blending raw materials to cutting and drying bars, happens in minutes rather than weeks. Machines now handle tasks that once required hours of labor, such as slicing uniform bars, stamping brand names onto each piece, and wrapping them in packaging. This level of efficiency allows factories to easily supply soap to stores, hotels, hospitals, and even international markets. The soap factory we are about to explore is one of the most advanced in the industry. It operates daily, and guess what? It produces more than 10,000 bars of soap that are shipped worldwide. Inside the factory, massive storage areas house ingredients like natural oils, fragrances, and cleansing agents. Industrial mixing machines combine these elements with stunning accuracy, ensuring every bar meets the highest standards. The molding and shaping process is automated to create perfect bars in seconds. Despite the high level of automation, human workers still play an important role in quality control, guaranteeing that every batch is flawless before it is packaged and shipped. But what are the key ingredients that go into a bar soap? Before that, did you know that hitting the like and subscribe buttons is a way of showing that you're clean? We never came up with that, but according to research done by the conglomeration of bar soaps. So, why not subscribe? Let's get back to how they are made. Soap may seem simple, but every bar comprises carefully selected ingredients that determine its quality, texture, scent, and effectiveness. If we look at it, soap results from a chemical reaction between fats or oils and a strong alkaline substance called lye. This process, known as saponification, transforms liquid ingredients into a solid cleansing bar that removes dirt and oil from the skin. While the basic formula has remained the same for centuries, modern soap making has evolved to include a variety of natural and synthetic ingredients that enhance performance, fragrance, and skin benefits. The main ingredient in most soaps is oils or fats, which act as the base of the soap and influence its texture and moisturizing properties. Some of the most commonly used oils include coconut, palm, olive, and shea butter. Coconut oil creates a rich lather, palm oil gives the soap a firm consistency, and olive oil provides hydration for the skin. Many manufacturers blend different oils to balance cleansing power and skin nourishment perfectly. Animal fats, such as tallow or lard, were traditionally used in soap making, but today, plant-based alternatives are more common, especially in vegan and eco-friendly products. Lye, also known as sodium hydroxide, is used for solid soap, and potassium hydroxide, which is used for liquid soap, is the key chemical that reacts with oils to form soap. While lye is a caustic substance, it completely transforms into a safe and gentle cleanser once it reacts with fats. This process ensures that no harmful residue remains in the final product, making the soap safe for everyday use. Many people assume that handmade or natural soaps do not contain lye, but the truth is that all real soap requires lye in its production. Experts will tell you that even the most organic and artisanal varieties have it in them. Fragrances and essential oils play a major role in making soap, giving each bar its unique scent. Some soaps use synthetic fragrances created in laboratories to mimic natural scents like lavender, vanilla, or citrus. These are often more affordable and long-lasting when compared to natural alternatives. On the other hand, essential oils derived from plants offer a more natural and therapeutic fragrance. Oils like lavender, peppermint, eucalyptus, and tea tree are popular choices, not just for their pleasant aromas, but also their potential skin benefits. If you use these types of soaps, you must have realized that essential oils can provide soothing, antibacterial, or anti-inflammatory properties, making them a preferred choice for natural skincare brands. In addition to fragrance, modern soaps often contain additives that enhance their appearance, texture, or function. Colorants, exfoliants, and moisturizing agents are frequently added to differentiate products. Some soaps include natural exfoliants like oatmeal, coffee grounds, or crushed walnut shells, which help remove dead skin cells. Others contain glycerin, a natural byproduct of soap making that attracts moisture to the skin, leaving it hydrated and soft. Expensive soaps may include luxury ingredients like goat milk, honey, activated charcoal, or clay, providing additional skincare benefits. One of the biggest debates in the soap industry is choosing natural and synthetic ingredients. Natural soaps made with plant-based oils, essential oils, and botanicals are often marketed as healthier and environmentally friendly. These soaps avoid synthetic dyes, preservatives, and artificial foaming agents, making them ideal for sensitive skin people. However, they tend to have a shorter shelf life and may not lather as much as commercial brands. On the other hand, mass-produced soaps often include synthetic detergents, preservatives, and stabilizers to enhance performance and extend shelf life. While these soaps are generally more affordable, some contain harsh chemicals that can strip the skin of natural oils. Many large-scale manufacturers now offer natural and synthetic ingredients to balance effectiveness with skin friendliness. Over the years, people have concluded that soap making is both a science and an art, as it combines chemistry with specific machinery to create a product millions use daily. In a high-output factory that produces 10,000 bars of soap daily, the process must be carefully managed to ensure efficiency, consistency, and quality. While handmade soap making is a slow and labor-intensive process, large-scale production relies on automation and precise chemical reactions to produce thousands of bars in hours, from the sourcing of raw materials to the final packaging. Step 1. Sourcing raw materials is a crucial part of soap production. Many factories are now prioritizing sustainability in their supply chains. Ingredients like palm oil have been controversial due to deforestation and environmental damage caused by unsustainable farming practices. In response, many companies now use certified sustainable palm oil, which is also known as CSPO, to ensure their products are environmentally responsible. Similarly, ethical sourcing of shea butter, coconut, and essential oils supports local farmers and promotes fair trade practices. Some soap manufacturers also incorporate recycled or upcycled ingredients, such as leftover coffee grounds from cafes or fruit extracts from juice companies, to reduce waste while creating unique eco-friendly products. The factory sources its raw materials from a global network of suppliers by carefully selecting the best oils, fragrances, and additives to maintain high-quality standards. Some ingredients come from local farms and cooperatives, while others are imported from regions known for their high-quality natural resources. The goal is to create a product that is effective and luxurious, but also sustainable and ethical. Step 2. Since the raw ingredients have been sourced, the next step is mixing the ingredients. To make bars of soap, one of the first things to secure is the mixing tanks, where oils, fats, and lye come together in a chemical reaction known as saponification. In traditional soap making, this process is done by hand by carefully stirring the ingredients until they reach the right consistency. However, in a modern factory, massive industrial mixers handle this step with jaw-dropping exactness. Large vats heat and blend the ingredients, while computer-controlled systems measure the exact amount of each component to ensure consistency. The type of oil used affects the final product. For example, coconut oil creates a soap with a rich lather, while olive oil produces a gentler, more moisturizing bar. Some formulations include shea butter or palm oil, depending on the soap's intended purpose. The lye solution is carefully added, and the oils begin to transform as the ingredients mix. This reaction generates heat to thicken the liquid mixture into a soap batter. At this stage, fragrances, colors, or special additives such as oatmeal, honey, or charcoal may be introduced to enhance the soap's properties. Step 3. After mixing ingredients, the next step after saponification is cooking and refining. Handmade soap makers often use the cold process, which allows the soap to harden naturally over weeks. However, factories rely on a faster method called hot process soap making. The soap batter is transferred to massive steam-heated kettles cooked at high temperatures to speed up the process. This method allows the soap to be ready for the next stage in hours instead of weeks. During the refining stage, any impurities or excess moisture are removed. Large-scale manufacturers use vacuum drying systems to ensure the soap is smooth, uniform, and of the highest quality. Unlike handmade soaps, which often have a rustic, uneven texture, factory-made soap undergoes multiple refining steps to create a perfect, consistent formula. For the most part, this ensures that every bar lathers the same way, lasts longer, and retains its fragrance. Step 4. After fully mixing and refining the soap, it is poured into massive molds to cool and solidify. In a handmade process, soap makers often use small wooden molds to shape their bars, which need to be sliced manually. However, large stainless steel molds capable of holding hundreds of pounds of soap at once are used in a factory. The molds are cooled using a controlled temperature system to ensure the soap hardens evenly. If the soap cools too quickly, it can develop cracks or air pockets, eventually affecting its durability. It may remain too soft for proper cutting if it cools too slowly. In many factories, conveyor belts move the molded soap through cooling chambers, where fans and controlled airflows speed up the process without compromising quality. Once cooled, the soap is removed from the molds in giant slabs weighing hundreds of pounds. These slabs are then sent to the next stage of production, where they will be cut into individual bars. Step 5. After the hardening process or stage, the massive blocks of soap are fed into automated cutting machines, which slice them into thousands of perfectly shaped bars. Each machine is designed to handle different soap sizes and shapes, depending on the brand's specifications. While handmade soap is often cut with a knife or wire cutter, factory machines use precision blades and high-speed slicing mechanisms to ensure uniformity. Some high-end soap brands may have their logos stamped or embossed onto each bar. This process happens in the cutting stage, where mechanical presses imprint branding onto the soap's surface. Other soaps may have unique designs, swirls, or layered colors that require additional processing to maintain their artistic appearance. The soap has taken its final shape at this point, but it isn't ready for packaging yet. Before it can be sold, it must go through one final step. Can you guess what it is? Step 6. The drying. Most people don't know that even after being cut and shaped, soap contains trapped moisture that needs to evaporate before it can be packaged. If soap is wrapped too soon, it can become soft, shrink, or even develop an uneven texture. This process can take several weeks in handmade soap making, as bars are left to cure on drying racks. However, specialized drying tunnels and climate-controlled storage areas accelerate the process in a factory. One of the key technologies used in industrial soap making is the vacuum drying system. This process removes excess water quickly while maintaining the soap's structure and preventing cracks. The bars then go through a final quality control inspection, where workers check for imperfections before sending them to the packaging line. Once the soap has fully dried, it is ready to be wrapped, labeled, and shipped to stores, hotels, and consumers worldwide. Step 7. Soap may be a simple product, but packaging and branding play a huge role in how consumers perceive it. From luxury bars wrapped in elegant paper to mass-market soaps in bright plastic packaging, brands use design to make their products stand out. Packaging is more than just a wrapper. It is meant to tell a story, attract customers, and protect the soap during shipping. While some companies focus on eco-friendly, minimalist designs, others invest in elaborate packaging with embossing, foil stamping, and eye-catching colors colors to make their soap feel more premium. Whether a handmade organic bar or a budget-friendly supermarket soap, packaging choices influence buying decisions more than most people realize. Mass-market soap brands often use plastic-wrapped packaging for convenience and affordability. These soaps are produced in massive quantities, and plastic helps keep them fresh, protected, and easy to stack on store shelves. Soap making on an industrial scale requires more than just the right ingredients. As a matter of fact, it requires precision, efficiency, and speed. Factories that produce tons of bars of soap daily rely on powerful machinery to ensure consistency in size, texture, and quality. These machines allow manufacturers to meet global demand while keeping production costs manageable. Without advanced technology, large-scale soap making would be slow, inefficient, and prone to inconsistencies. Every step in the process, from mixing ingredients to packaging, depends on specialized equipment designed to work seamlessly together. One of the most critical steps in soap making is blending the ingredients properly. Unlike handmade soap, where oils and lye are stirred together slowly, industrial factories use massive blenders that can mix hundreds of pounds of soap batter at once. These industrial mixers are designed to work quickly and evenly, preventing lumps or inconsistencies in the final product. The mixer is programmed to rotate blades and paddles to churn the ingredients at high speeds to ensure that every batch of soap has the same texture and composition. Advanced machines even have temperature controls to maintain the right heat level during mixing, which is crucial for proper saponification. Some of these machines can handle multiple batches simultaneously while feeding the next production phase without any delays. These mixers don't just blend ingredients, they also introduce additives like fragrances, colors, and exfoliants at precise moments. This level of control ensures that every bar of soap smells and feels exactly as intended, with no variation from batch to batch. Once the soap mixture has been blended and poured into molds, it must be cut into uniform bars. In small-scale production, soap makers use knives or wire cutters to slice individual bars, but in a factory, automated cutting and molding machines perform this task with incredible speed and accuracy. First, the soap is poured into large steel molds, holding hundreds of pounds of liquid soap at once. These molds are then cooled to allow the soap to solidify. Once the soap has hardened into massive slabs, conveyor belts move the blocks to cut stations, where precision cutting machines use sharp blades or wire cutters to slice the soap into even identical bars. Some machines cut multiple bars simultaneously and process hundreds of bars in minutes. This ensures that every soap bar is the same size and weight, which is important for packaging and customer satisfaction. For premium brands, embossing machines may stamp company logos or decorative patterns onto the bars. These machines press designs into the soap's surface with mechanical precision to ensure every bar looks as polished as the last. Whether a simple rectangle or a uniquely shaped specialty soap, cutting and molding machines ensure that the product meets strict industry standards. Freshly cut soap contains a lot of moisture, which must be removed before packaging. Handmade soaps are typically left to dry for weeks, but factories can't afford to wait that long. Instead, they use advanced drying chambers and conveyor belts to speed up the process. After being cut, the bars move along a conveyor belt system by passing through controlled drying chambers. These chambers use regulated airflows and temperature settings to remove excess moisture without damaging the soap. If the soap dries too quickly, it may crack. If it dries too slowly, it can become too soft. Factory engineers carefully balance these factors to achieve the perfect texture. Some high-end soap brands may use a slower vacuum drying system, which preserves more of the soap's natural ingredients while still accelerating the drying process. Others rely on heated air tunnels, where soap bars gently dry while moving along the production line. By the time the soap reaches the end of the conveyor belt, it has gone from a soft, freshly cut bar to a firm, long-lasting product that is ready for packaging and distribution. Before a bar of soap reaches a store shelf, it must undergo rigorous quality control checks. Factories use a combination of human inspection and high-tech sensors to ensure that every bar meets the required standards. Some advanced factories even use artificial intelligence-powered cameras to scan each soap bar for micro defects that human eyes might miss. These cameras can detect small air pockets, surface scratches, or minor deformities, all in a bid to ensure only the best bars make it to the market. Behind the unending hum of the machines and the endless seamless movement of conveyor belts, real people are ensuring that every bar of soap meets the highest standards. While automation plays a huge role in modern soap factories, human workers are still the backbone of the entire process. Each worker plays a crucial role in keeping production running smoothly. This ranges from machine operators and technicians to quality control inspectors and packaging staff. Without their expertise, even the most advanced machines couldn't deliver the precision and quality required for mass soap production. A typical day in a soap factory starts early. Workers arrive before dawn, ready to handle the intense demands of high-speed production. Machine operators begin their shifts by checking the equipment to ensure that the mixers, cutters, and drying chambers are functioning correctly. Any mechanical issue can slow down the entire process, so quick troubleshooting is a key part of their job. As the day progresses, they monitor the flow of raw materials, adjusting temperatures and mixing times to ensure consistency. One worker might oversee the massive blenders where the ingredients are mixed, while another ensures that the conveyor belts don't get jammed as the soap moves from one station to the next. These workers must stay alert because even a minor miscalculation in timing or temperature can affect the final product. Then there are the quality control specialists. While machines can measure weight, color, and moisture levels, only a human can truly assess the feel, scent, and overall quality of a soap bar. These inspectors use their experience to detect even the smallest defects a sensor might miss. They also check for uniformity in color and fragrance, ensuring that every batch meets the brand's signature standards. In luxury soap production, workers are often responsible for curating fragrances by hand to ensure that the balance of essential oils and scents remains consistent. No matter how advanced machines become, scent blending still requires a trained human nose. Human inspectors play a crucial role in making soap by visually checking for cracks, uneven textures, or irregular shapes. Workers at different stages of the production line manually inspect samples and discard any defective bars before they move on to packaging. In addition to human inspectors, factories also use automated quality control systems. These include weight sensors to ensure that each bar meets the correct weight requirement. These color sensors check for inconsistencies in dyes or patterns, moisture detectors to confirm that the soap has dried properly, and fragrance testers in premium brands to verify scent consistency. While the job comes with its challenges, factory workers have developed their efficiency techniques to keep up with demand. Many workers develop a rhythm to their tasks, allowing them to move quickly without sacrificing precision. Some operate on rotating shifts to prevent exhaustion, as working in a high-output environment requires intense focus. Others take short but strategic breaks to stay sharp during long hours. Soap factories may produce essential products for daily hygiene, but they must also deal with significant environmental challenges. With thousands of bars being made daily, these factories consume large amounts of water and energy while also generating waste. However, as sustainability becomes a worldwide priority, many manufacturers consciously reduce their environmental impact. From water recycling systems to biodegradable packaging, modern soap production is evolving to be cleaner and greener than ever before. At the top is the water usage. Water is essential for mixing ingredients, cooling machinery, and cleaning equipment, but excessive water waste can harm the environment. Many factories are now implementing water recycling systems that filter and reuse water throughout production. By doing this, they significantly cut down on consumption and reduce the amount of wastewater that needs to be treated or discarded. Some companies have even developed closed-loop water systems that ensure that very little water goes to waste. In addition to water conservation, factories are also finding ways to use energy more efficiently. Traditional soap production requires heating large amounts of oils and fats, which consumes much power. To reduce energy waste, some factories are switching to solar-powered heating systems, while others have upgraded to energy-efficient machinery that uses less electricity without sacrificing production speed. Beyond energy and water use, the ingredients in soap itself have a major environmental impact. Conventional soaps often contain synthetic chemicals, artificial fragrances, and palm oil, an ingredient linked to deforestation. To address this, many companies are shifting toward more sustainable alternatives, such as plant-based oils, natural fragrances, and biodegradable additives. Palm oil in particular has been a hot topic in the industry. While it provides the creamy lather people love in their soap, its production has led to large-scale deforestation in tropical regions. To combat this, responsible manufacturers are now sourcing certified sustainable palm oil or replacing it with other plant-based oils like coconut or olive oil. Additionally, some brands are eliminating harsh synthetic chemicals in favor of organic ingredients that are safer for both the skin and the environment. Packaging is another area where soap factories are making big changes. Traditional soap packaging often involves plastic wrapping or unnecessary layers of material that contribute to waste. Many companies have switched to minimal, recyclable, or compostable packaging to combat this. Some brands now use paper-based wraps, while others have introduced refillable soap dispensers to reduce plastic waste. A few eco-conscious brands have even removed packaging by selling their bars naked with nothing but a label to reduce environmental harm. This is no doubt a big move that could adversely affect sales. Still, fortunately, these shifts do not only benefit the planet but also appeal to consumers who are becoming more aware of sustainability issues. Similarly, some factories are taking their commitment to the environment even further by actively reducing their carbon footprint. Solar panels are installed on factory rooftops to generate clean energy, while some companies are sourcing ingredients from ethical, eco-friendly suppliers. A growing number of soap manufacturers are working with fair trade organizations to ensure that their raw materials are harvested responsibly to benefit the environment and local farming communities. By focusing on renewable energy and ethical sourcing, these factories are proving that high-output production doesn't have to come at the planet's expense. Sustainability efforts in the soap industry are still evolving, but the progress is promising. With growing consumer demand for eco-friendly products, companies are under increasing pressure to adopt greener practices. While some factories are still transitioning, others have already set the standard for environmentally responsible soap making. As technology improves and awareness spreads, the future of soap production looks to be not just efficient, but also sustainable to make sure that people can stay clean without harming the planet. And with this virtual trip in the soap factory, be sure to commend the hard work that goes into it when next you pick a soap bar on the store shelf or lather yourself up in the washroom. Tell me, what do you think of this process and which step do you find most fascinating? Share your thoughts in the comments. If you enjoy this video, like, share, and subscribe to this channel.